In this episode, we're calling it now. You're going to like this episode with all these predictions.
And on the flip side, are you addicted to glass fruit cutting videos just like me? Should Mike wear a full body cast at all times? And I'm here to tell you once and for all that The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is the worst show of all time. Mike, hit the music. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. It's time to grab those fireworks, put those hot dogs on the grill, get that potato salad out of here. It's trash. Bring in some pasta salad. Grab a nice cold beverage. Maybe it's alcoholic, maybe it's not. What are your preferences? Happy 4th of July. We're here bringing you another fantastic episode. I'm back from vacation. It's going to be back with my best bud, my roommate for life. Mike, how are you? How are things?
Walking in the grass, feeling fine. I'm doing fine. Tried that sound from SpongeBob. The first day of summer, walks in, starts throwing flowers, and goes walking in the grass. Yada yada. I was trying to do that, couldn't do it, but okay. I'm doing great. Matt, I missed you last week.
Missed your smell.
I missed your smell. Honestly, it was kind of nice not having to edit a pod the same week, so happy to be back in the normal routine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It feels good to be back. Well, yeah, sort of. It feels good to be back. Recording. So it's like riding a bike. Do I know what that is? No, but it's like riding a bike.
Clearly, Pennsylvania weather has treated us so well over these past few weeks. We are just like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. We're having some thunder and some lightning happening. So clearly, Matt's never watched Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, America's Sweethearts.
No, I did not get that reference.
Yeah, a topic for us today. A little fun one. Are you ready?
I like fun things.
Yeah, fun things. So, Matt, on this podcast, we make a lot of claims. We make a lot of calling it now phrases, you know?
Mm-hmm. Here and there.
So, Matt, dear Julia, she's a BuzzFeed contributor. She collected a lot of predictions from a Reddit thread. A recent Reddit thread asked, what's your, quote, I'm calling it now prediction? And there's some juicy ones in here. So, what I decided is putting them all together, again, with the wonderful Reddit usernames. I'm going to love reading those. And we're just going to chat about it. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Sounds fun.
Okay. From Flying Mam Mothman.
Okay.
The prediction is live performances will surge. People will return to live theater and performances as AI-generated online content becomes overwhelming and stale.
I like it. I think people are definitely getting annoyed with AI, and I think they're going to want some real human interaction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been very interesting to see the rise of video now that it's become so much better. And I know we talked about it a few weeks ago on our podcast, but to see it now so frequently now, it's a little concerning that people have that much power to do something like that.
Yeah, it's concerning. It's over the top. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. I mean, pictures alone were like hard to decipher whether or not it was generated or not. But now that video is coming into play, that's like a brand new ballgame for, I think, all of us.
How are you in identifying if a video is AI or not?
I think I do okay. I think there just may be a chance where it might not be, but like usually I can spot it pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, I think we're both pretty good at that.
All right, next one. Physical media will make a comeback by Leet Crunchy Bees. DVDs, CDs, vinyl, books, and physical art will grow in value as people tire of streaming costs, censorship, and data collection.
That's an interesting one. I would like to see it come back. That'd be cool. But I don't ever see like CDs like being. I don't think people are going to buy like CD players or like DVD players. That would rock if it came back, though.
I have a tough time trying to figure whether I want a physical book or a ebook always. So it is nice to have a physical book in my hand sometimes, but I also like the convenience of an ebook because I can read it from my iPad, my iPhone, my computer, wherever I may have access to it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge book person. I think there's a novelty of reading like an actual book that you don't get the same with an ebook. And again, I don't read, but that's what I feel.
All right, next one. Uber. That's the username. UBEOR. So it's like Uber, but with an O. The internet will become useless for finding truth. AI generated content will flood search results, making it nearly impossible to discern fact from fiction. So really a big example is when you Google search something and it shows up as like your AI generated answer, there is going to be such a overwhelming addition of AI generated content that it's going to influence those generated answers.
That's interesting. I didn't really think of that one. Now I wonder if you can't, and I guess you can't really build like the Google AI search to like only know the truth because like it doesn't.
No.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think media literacy is coming into play. Something that before AI, we've been trying to educate people and understanding what is biased, what is unbiased, what is real, what is fake, what entity portrays something in a negative light, what entity portrays something in a positive light. There's all this media literacy that I think is becoming more important more than ever. So I think really it depends on the user to be media literate in knowing what is fact and fiction.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point. We've seen some cases where Google AI has been wrong. I pointed that out. It did help me cook perfect rice the other day. Perfect rice.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did you not know it was the 2-to-1?
That I knew. I just didn't know. I didn't know about the rinsing it.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't know that. And then I didn't know if you should like stir it halfway through, it like just simmering. Told me not to. I didn't. Came out great.
Beautiful. And for more tips, follow us on TikTok at Funny Business Pod.
Yeah.
For more
our food channel.
Only on Discovery Plus or whatever that Food Network Plus. Discovery Plus.
Yeah. Only on patreon.com/Funny Business Pod. That's not a thing.
Not a thing. All right. This one I'm intrigued about. A quote, real internet will require government ID. An official regulated version of the internet will emerge where access requires linking your online identity to your government identity.
Internet 2.0.
It is already happening. So I saw a Supreme Court case where it is upholding in like the state of Texas and to elsewhere that like people who visit porn sites will now have to verify that they are 21 years of or older to view it.
Oh, all right. So in cases like that, yeah, that makes sense. And I guess, does it make sense overall? Because like then like these bots on like people that made like fake accounts to try to like on like X and everything like that, like it would be easier to track them, like get them off. I don't know.
I like that idea. I like where you're rolling.
Yeah. But then do we want government owning the internet?
LinkedIn, you can verify your identity with your ID as well. Now, remember, social media platforms are a private entity. They are not public. I think if they become public, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, for sure. I think this one has good and bad.
This one in the healthcare network, Alzheimer's treatments will improve. Before I should mention that the real internet government ID was from user Dave_labels. Speaking of the user opposite vegetable 2 says that Alzheimer's treatments will improve. The growing.
Hold on. You can't say opposite vegetable 2. And he's talking about Alzheimer's treatment. It's Reddit.
Stop. Okay. So the growing elderly population will drive significant advancements in Alzheimer's research, pushing effective treatments into mainstream use within the next decade. I guess there's just going to be more of an advocacy and more of a push to treat Alzheimer's.
I hope. I do this with all medical anomalies and diseases.
Yeah. From FlexRex, social media will collapse under AI generated content. AI spam and generated content will overwhelm social networks, leading to mass abandonment or major overhauls. I think that is happening already.
Yeah, definitely. Now, would it ever get to a point where you get off social media?
I have been very tempted to jump off of 2 at this point.
Well, I think I know the one.
Yeah, what is the one?
Yellow.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me guess the other one.
Wait, yellow? You could just say it. Snapchat.
Oh, yeah, Snapchat. All right. I didn't think you wanted me to say it. Is the other one X.com, the everything app? Yeah.
It's not becoming what I remembered it as.
No. How is Threads doing?
Okay. Yeah. I haven't been on it, but I know it's doing okay.
Okay. I have hopes for Threads because, I mean, Twitter used to be great. And now You're right. It's just not. It's not the same. But there's still so much like people I follow that like only post on there that like I still go back for it kind of thing. But there is a lot of like Instagram. I am missing so many posts, and I don't see them for like 3 weeks, and I'm just getting like random like suggestions and feeds on things on my feed. My Instagram feed is bad. Yeah, very bad.
As I open the yellow app for a notification.
The yellow app, yeah. I mean, I have like a group chat that I use. That's just about it.
All right. From Banana Woman 456, the hottest summer ever. This summer will break records for heat.
I don't think June was very warm. I got another take about the weather
for it
that I can get into. You want me to get into it now?
Besides me being so glossy right now of like being super hot, like I don't know. I think we have potential for this.
It could be. I mean, the last like week has been crazy. Actually, it was hotter at home here by us than it was where I was vacationing. Yeah, which is wild. My take about the weather and the seasons, I think, and I want credit for this. I think the seasons are changing.
Oh.
So I think that like, because summer did not, now it is summer, but summer was late and it's now July. So I think summer is going to start later. Fall, the last couple falls have been pretty warm. I think fall's going to go later. Winter's been staying longer. So everything's getting pushed back. That's my theory.
I side with you on that. I'm a believer.
Yeah, but then comes the question, we got to change the calendar because like we got to keep summer.
You mean change when the first day of seasons start, correct?
Not necessarily, no. I mean like we got to shift physical months back.
Matt's becoming a Mayan.
Yeah, that's where I take a little too far.
Okay, well, before Matt decides to do a coup with the calendar year, from Splody Pants, the Colorado Rockies will set negative records. So there are two potential things that the Rockies can break. The Rockies will break records for most losses or most runs allowed in a single season.
They are bad. Like, they might be the worst team of all time. Yeah. Bad.
You don't hear it often that the Colorado Rockies are doing well.
What is the Rockies' record right now? So the Colorado Rockies are... So, Mike, they've played 84 games. Okay. How many wins do you think they have?
12.
They are 19-65. Now, it's not even the All-Star break. The Colorado Rockies are 33.5 games out of first place. Like, they are 23 games out of fourth place. They're so bad. Like, awfully bad.
Do they have any, like, All-Stars or, like, prospects?
Yes, but they're so far down in the system, I don't think they're coming up till, like, next year at this point. And their owner, like, refuses to spend money on players, which is a problem that's going to be addressed, I think, in the future. Yeah, they're terrible, and it sucks because they have maybe the best ballpark location in sports.
Yeah, they do. If I remember correctly, they do have a really nice stadium too.
Yeah, and like they're just in mountains. It looks awesome, and guys can hit tanks in Denver. It's even better.
All right, from Apex is Gangster. Sparkling water will be proven harmful. Quote, naturally flavored fizzy waters will eventually be linked to negative health effects.
I'm unique.
Trying not to believe it because I like my LaCroix or Poppies or the Bubblies.
Well, Poppy's a soda,
No, it's sparkling water. I'm getting a Poppy right now.
Water. I think it's a healthy soda. Mike's walking away because I'm pretty sure. By the way, I've tasted Poppy. It's gross. Very gross. Is Poppy actually Poppy? It's called a soda. Yeah, I was right.
You're correct, Matt.
Son of a bitch.
Well, actually, you are correct. It's a prebiotic soda.
Yeah. So, like, if you got stomach issues, if you got tummy issues, you're supposed to drink Poppy.
Knock, knock. Aren't you glad we didn't say tons of sugar? Okay, yeah. We didn't land that joke, but we absolutely nailed classic orange soda.
I was telling our listeners, Poppy's disgusting. I can't get behind it. Now, I've only tried, like, 2 flavors. I think it was... I don't even know the flavors. Credit to this guy for having a unique take.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess, you know?
Yeah, I've never had LaCroix either.
Well...
I don't like flavored water. I just like water.
Water's great, but sometimes I don't mind a little something extra.
What's your favorite water?
What's my favorite water? I mean, I like regular water, but It's the black raspberry from LaCroix that I like. It's the purple one.
Yep. I'm a smart water guy. Love smart water.
You need a lot of that.
Yeah, facts.
From 16 Years Wasted, AI will replace 911 operators. Emergency hotlines will be managed by AI instead of humans.
So we've said there's things that AI can't do or can't replace humans for. That should be like top of the list. Yeah, I think everybody can get behind that.
I don't think we're ready for that.
Nor should we ever be.
No. I can't even find myself in a situation and be like, okay, well, maybe part of it can be. No.
Yeah, no. Although they do use like AI and robots in like surgeries, which that scares me a little bit.
All right, Matt, you may have a strong take on this. From May Keth, high school football will decline. Concussions and long-term health concerns will make contact sports like football unaffordable for public schools, leading to the rise of non-contact sports.
So that's not going to be the reason. So no, football's too popular. Other sports are going to die, and that is because one of the downfalls of NIL and paying college athletes, because now there's a law that just got passed that schools can directly pay the players. They're only going to have a few sports. Football's going to be one of them, college basketball, men's and women's. They'll have a few women's sports. It's just to keep Title IX happy. But unfortunately, if it does make money, they're not going to keep it. High school football, I think, is too sacred. I don't think they're ever going to touch it. There's also a lot of talks that like football in college might just break off and not even be like an NCAA thing. It might just like they might make its own league, which I don't know how that's going to work. But football's not going anywhere. It's too popular in America. Makes too much money. If you take a look at like the top 50 broadcasts in America, 49 of them are football. It's crazy.
Hey, speaking of television, Matt.
Yeah.
From Ocean Wave 2446, I'm calling it is cable will make a comeback. With the rising cost and complexity of streaming services, bundled cable will return as a simpler, cost-effective option.
I think I've said this for a while now. Or no, I think I said that you're going to have a package. You can get all the streaming services as one, which is basically cable.
Yep.
I consider going back to cable. I'm not going to lie. It's just can be cheaper.
There's this nice, I don't want to call it a guarantee, but there is this like nice option to like know that you have like a constant stream unless the power is out or the satellite service is gone. But to have that, I don't know, there's a comfort to it. There is a little bit of a little safety to it.
I agree 100%.
Because
there's not always something to watch on all of them.
Oh yeah, there's times when we don't have a show. We spend hours aimlessly scrolling through the different options to say, oh, can we watch this? No, can we watch this? No, can we watch this? No.
Damn shame.
We have been watching Stick on Apple TV Plus.
How's that?
It's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we watching? Well, I'll get into what April's watching later. We haven't been watching a lot.
Is it Love Island?
No, it's much worse than.
Oh no! Looking forward to it. Stay tuned. All right, last one. This is kind of a kicker because this was something that Jen and I have recently talked about. This is from Rule of Third. The PT Cruiser will be cool again. Once mock PT Cruiser will return as a retro cool car.
Oh, as like a retro cool car? No.
But just it'll make a comeback.
Don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so. No.
What's the latest model? I'm gonna type in 2025 PT Cruiser and see.
Imagine what pops up. No, I when you think retro cars, like they're actually like, how do I say this? It's not offensive. Cool looking.
PT Cruisers?
No, I'm saying antique cars are actually cool looking.
Yeah, I loved PT Cruisers when I was a kid. Like I had one of those toys that you were able to press forward and it would drive forward. Or then would drive forward and back, or just back, and it had like the PT Cruiser with like the flames on it and all that, like in a black and with flames. Like it was really cool. I'm trying to Google when was the PT Cruiser discontinued. In the AI overview, production ended on July 9th, 2010.
2010. Wow.
Yeah. So the latest model is a 2010 PT Cruiser.
You know what? I'm going to say something nice about PT Cruisers. You can always find one in a color that you like. You can't say that with many cars nowadays.
Okay. You can, from Auto Trader in Hartsville, you can get a 2010 Chrysler PT Cruiser for about $7,000.
I should have done that when I got in my car accident.
Imagine you driving in the PT Cruiser.
Why are you driving? Well, I would have had a car payment.
Matt, what do you think of those predictions? Those are the calling it now predictions.
I like it. Love bold predictions. It's my favorite things to do on this podcast is say stupid shit and hopefully it comes out right. But yeah, I think there were some good ones in here. And the great thing about this world is that they could all probably come true.
Yeah, there was, I will say, full disclosure, the article that I was reviewing, there was a lot of political ones, and I did not want to get into that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
There was like one that, and I won't even go into it, but it was like Republicans will create their own like anti-Trump, kind of Republican persona, and I was just like, nope, I don't. Nope, not,
nice.
Nope, don't want to talk about that. Nope.
No. Yeah, I go down a rabbit hole. You do that. All right, that was great. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. Was it fun?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Okay, great.
With that being said, we're gonna slide on in second half of the show. Some buy or sell. I'm going to buy the benefits of vacation.
Benefits. We like some benefits.
Benefits of vacation. I'm not just talking about drinking rum and tequila all day. I am talking about the reset that you get. I was away for a week with April and my family. It was just perfect. We had perfect weather. It was awesome. I didn't even tell you this.
Of course.
I'll get into my topic in a second. So April and I did a fishing trip.
During vacation?
During vacation.
Okay.
We did a 3-hour fishing trip in the bay.
Wait, I saw you caught fish.
So that's part of it.
Okay.
So on this boat, there was a fish pool. So it was a $3 buy-in.
Okay.
And then whoever caught the biggest keeper also got the money. Or if there is no keeper, whoever caught the first fish.
So you're betting.
Pool. In a way, yes. Yes.
Didn't we talk about not betting, Matt?
No, we're long past that. No, I actually haven't in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Not long time. Not long time.
Like last night.
Sometime. Couple months ago. Anyway, I caught the very first fish, which is not the fish that I posted.
Oh.
The fish that I posted was like I caught like 4 fish the entire time. It was great. The first fish that I caught was about 5 inches long.
Average.
Average. Very average. Yeah. However, there was no keeper caught on the boat.
Yeah,
so
we were
fishing
first
for
fish.
Flounder. I was first fish. The guy next to me caught a 16 3/4 inch fish that he could not keep.
Still average.
What do you think the size of a keeper in Maryland is? Flounder.
20, 30 inches.
17 and a half.
17 and a half.
Could you imagine catching like a 16-inch fish and not being able to keep? That was a damn good sized fish.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Holy crap.
Yeah. But benefits of vacation, I got back to work this week. I felt refreshed. I felt like I was handling stress very well. My mind was clearer. Came in with a good attitude. So yes, it can be stressful getting back and seeing like, oh my gosh, I have like 150 emails. But I think people don't realize how much more relaxed you will feel that first couple days back and get back into the swing of things pretty quickly.
Yeah, I am participating in a staycation myself this week of the episode recording and publishing. I'm kind of monitoring my email, but like I know coming back on Monday it'll be nice to like feel refreshed in that routine again, because sometimes you just need like a break in the routine in order for you to feel recentered and refocused.
Absolutely. A little tip that I did with my email. So I didn't read any work specific email, but if I saw one that was just like not spam, but just like not relevant to the job, I just deleted it right away.
Wow.
I didn't have all of those emails. I only had about like 70% of them. I'm also buying complaining. Complaining does work. Was it last week I talked about the smoke detector?
Yes.
I think it was last week. So we came back from vacation. The smoke detector was still going off.
I was like, oh shit, they heard our podcast.
No. So Mike, I know you suggested the great idea of, leaving a note with or knocking on a door.
No,
like
I wasn't the passive one. I was the assertive one.
No, yes. You wanted me to knock over, see if they needed a battery.
Yep.
I did not do that. I again texted my maintenance guy and said, hey, it's still going off in this apartment. He then the next morning went and changed it.
Oh, very nice.
So complaining does work.
Okay.
Yeah. Complaining also works. Last year, we got the college football video game after years of complaining. It was announced this week after more complaining. In 2028, we're getting the college basketball video game back.
Wow.
Yep. So credit to all you Twitter trolls out there. It does work sometimes, not all the time.
Well,
that game's gonna rock.
Oh god, will we have to wait 4 years?
Three. Yeah. Which they announced the same. So they announced college football 25 in 2022.
Yeah.
It was like the same timeline. And people are like, oh, why does it take so long? They have to build the whole game.
Build the whole game, and then I'm sure there's like NIL deals that are behind it too. So like,
but regardless, it's gonna be great. And EA announced it, and then NBA or 2K made like a hint that they're working on one too. So we might have a choice of which game we want.
Oh,
that'd be cool.
Interesting.
Mike, this one might shock you. Also buying AI.
Buying soccer.
Buying AI. We've talked about there's too many AI videos on the internet. However, glass fruit cutting videos.
Oh, those freak me out.
Dude, those are awesome.
Did you see the SpongeBob one?
No.
Oh, that freaks me out.
What? Explain.
Literally,
it.
They're cutting the SpongeBob characters.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one.
It's so bad.
I'm talking like it's glass fruit.
Yeah.
And they're just cutting it into slices.
It's glass
those
characters. Rock. Like, they literally have like a glass casing of SpongeBob SquarePants, and he's driving a knife right through the middle of it.
Oh, man. See, that we don't. That's like the glass fruit cutting. That's good AI.
That's good AI.
Bad AI is like trying to make you believe something's real. On to selling people who are rude to waiters.
Waiter.
We had an incident on vacation. We were at a restaurant, one of my favorites, and it was packed. Place was mobbed. We sit down. There is a table to the right of us that has already been sat, and I believe they just ordered food. The place is just mobbed. Mm-hmm. So 20 minutes go by. People behind us get up to leave. So the people to our right, when there's already a line of people waiting to be sat, asked to be moved to that table because it was ungodly hot. There wasn't much air, so they wanted to sit by the water. The waiter said, let me go check with the hostess, like slammed at the moment. He goes to check, comes back. I'm sorry, I can't move you. They then get up and complain to the hostess that he didn't respond in enough time. He didn't put in enough effort. They eventually get moved to another table. But it's just the whole thing of just the restaurant's busy. He's running to try to get food and get drinks and all this stuff. Just sit where you're sat. That's my only thing.
My thing would have been, if you don't like where you're sitting and you're complaining about the new seat, there's plenty of other restaurants that have seats like that you could sit at. So
here's the kicker. Their food came. He sat half the food down, and then they demanded to move tables. So then he had to pick up the plates back on the tray.
Oh my gosh.
And then reseat them. Just be nice to your waiters and tip and waitresses and tip them very well, by the way.
They don't make the decision that you're asking for.
No.
Let alone,
and they're not.
They don't even make the decision. They don't even make the decision on how your food is made.
They barely make money.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Finally, I am selling The Secret Wives of Mormon Lives, or Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh my gosh.
The worst show I've ever seen in my entire life. It is terrible. Yeah, are you familiar?
I'm aware.
It's I don't understand how people watch this. I don't understand how they're famous. I don't understand how after all the scandals people still care. Do you know what they did the one episode that I watched last night?
I don't even want to know what happened.
Oh, I'm going to explain it. So they all went on a girls' trip to New Orleans. Well, some of them didn't go because they're on the outs and whatever. They played pregnancy roulette.
Come again?
They all peed
not that
on
way.
A stick. They all peed on a stick, put it in box, and then they all picked one at a time to see if anyone was pregnant. 2 of them were pregnant, but one who is not pregnant is having like issues and then broke down and cried because she thought she was pregnant.
Okay.
And this is what America is watching.
Oh boy. Why?
Why? I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
I have a feeling I have other people that have watched that.
What do you think their thoughts are?
They like it.
This is another reason we have to go back to
what is April think?
She enjoys it for the entertainment. And she, I believe, knew of them before the show. I believe it's called, they're like TikTokers, like Mom Talk.
Oh, okay.
What they're called, I believe. Not everything has to be made a TV show.
Mm.
And I think this is a very good instance of that happening.
That's usually what I say when I watch like Love is Blind. Like it's entertaining to watch.
That is at least like there's you get some feel good things behind it. Love, like the Speed family. Like I said, you get some feel good things out of that. This show, there's no feel good. Like they go at their mental health, they go at their relationships. They They leave the children out of it. Thank God. It's terrible
Yikes.
television. That's all I got.
Well, I'm going to start with my sells. I'm going to sell. You might do better with a different idea when it comes to marketing. Oh, that was a mouthful. So I had a lovely time going to the driving range today, which is going on to my buy in a little bit. But went to the driving range, and then I went to good old Moe's Southwest Grill. And I went to the bathroom, and there was a sign up on the, right above where you do your business. And it said, you can't buy good taste, but you can download it. Can't you technically buy good taste?
Yes, because you can buy a burrito from
Right.
Moe's. So they wanted you to download the app?
I already have the app. I've been sold before this poster came out.
But is that what the poster was for?
That's what the poster was for.
Okay.
Was downloading the app.
Mm.
But you can buy good taste.
Yes, you can. Sure. Yeah, that doesn't quite make sense. Can I also ask you, you're a better marketing guy than I. You know better about these things.
Sure.
Why does everyone want you to order from the app instead of going in person?
I believe that. So I haven't done much with app things a long time.
Okay.
I think it's just better organization. And instead of you getting it to go, they can anticipate when they need to make more stuff if it's a to-go order. I think, and it's more of a preference too. I think personally, people don't like when they're standing in front of you and they're trying to make your stuff. They can just make stuff when you order it through the app, and then they can leave it on a little shelf for you to come pick it up.
Got it. Okay. I just feel like all these fast food places are pushing their app so much, and they have app exclusives, which that doesn't make sense to me in the slightest. But yeah, you can definitely buy good taste.
You can. So
we've done it many times at Moe's.
We did. And I will still go to that regardless of how bad the marketing may be. Okay, well, I'm also selling injuring myself.
Oh, no.
These past 72 hours have not been fun.
Oh, shit. What happened?
So Saturday night, or okay, 144, can I do math? 24 times 4 is 80.
I think you're technically right. It is 72.
72?
Yeah.
2, 3. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Saturday, I'm playing darts. No, not where I'm going.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think I kinked my leg going up against a sofa. I would think you get injured playing darts, not you running into a couch. I could have sworn, Matt, I even told Jenna, I think I had a couple 2-3 beers when I said this. I may have torn my LCL. And
no. Shit.
I'm doing better with that one. Monday, we get a food processor for a gift, which was really nice, a Ninja food processor. Used it for the first time in shredding chicken. Fab. I was cleaning the blade. I cut myself.
Oh, no. Where?
On my finger, and it wouldn't stop bleeding. It was so bad. Literally by myself trying to figure out how I can stop the bleed, trying to tourniquet myself, but also getting a Band-Aid and maybe wrapping it around. Oh, it just was not fun. It was not good.
Those blades are sharp.
Oh, yes. They're very sharp. And then I was making dinner in the crock pot, and part of the sauce comes up and it burns my hand, and now I have a burn mark and a boil, like a little zit on my hand.
Did you put ice on it?
Not yet.
Did you run it in hot water when you did it?
Nope.
You just accepted your fate?
I was being a man.
Be a man.
Be a man.
We go back to the first injury
of me kinking my leg.
Yeah. How does that tear your LCL?
It felt bad. It was bad.
What do you mean by kink?
I went up against it.
Okay.
And it wasn't it couldn't bend the way that it wanted to.
Okay.
So I think it kinked it, but it feels better now.
That's good. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So kind of to flow everything into how it happened, I'm buying wedding stuff. I didn't know how to categorize this. I'm buying a bridal shower, even though it wasn't my bridal shower.
Okay.
Jenna had her bridal shower this past weekend, which was fab. Really good time. She looked amazing, of course. And, I did my whole little spiel coming up with a bouquet of flowers and looking nice and saying hello to everybody.
When you walked in, did everybody go, oh?
No, nobody was paying attention.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Janet saw me, though, which that was the most important part.
Good. That's good.
Yeah. No, I had to be like, what are we doing? And they go, oh, hey. And I'm like, all right. So, yeah, that was a nice little weekend, just kind of celebrating the next step. Then, the next step's the bachelorette parties. And before you know, it'll be the wedding. So with that, I'm also buying golf. Literally for the past 3 weeks consecutively, I have done something with golf. Might be 4, because I was at the driving range with Jenna 1 week. We then went to the golf course another week. Then during the bridal shower for the boy bath, boys took me out to golf, and then I hit the driving range today.
Nice.
I'm feeling good about golfing, man.
Yeah.
Finally, for
hit
once.
Good. Hitting them straight.
I can hit him in the fairway. I can get it on the green without like hitting the shit out of it. But we'll find out next time.
Are we getting height?
We are getting height.
Okay.
We're getting distance with the driver.
Nice.
We're straighter than a
arrow.
There
you go. No banana slices.
No bananas.
Good.
Although that's that's nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, I mean the curve of a banana.
Yeah, the curve. Like curves are whatever. So no, it's been wonderful.
Good.
And then finally, I'm selling good TV shows.
Okay.
Squid Games had their season 3. Watched it all, I think, in one day.
Good. That's how you should do it.
Yep. Didn't want to get all the spoilers on the tickety talk.
Review it, but don't spoil it.
Very happy how they all tied it up.
Okay. That's good.
There is no inkling that there will be a season 4, but they hinted at a spinoff. So
okay.
I'm curious to see how the spinoff will happen. The rumor is, which you can find it online, the rumor is that there will be an American Squid Games.
Oh, I think I heard this already.
Yep.
It's Mr. Beast.
That would be interesting. So yeah, Squid Games, and then just participating and watching the America's Sweethearts, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. It's a good show.
I've heard it's a good show.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah, I might. How excited are you for the Fantastic Four?
I will probably wait till it comes out in Disney Plus.
Well, yeah, I might too. That trailer was awesome.
Yeah, trailer was good.
Yeah. My TikTok is somehow become all like fan theories of Marvel's new phase of like Fantastic Four and like Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Okay.
I don't really remember any of it, which is why I'm watching it, because when the movie comes, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is awesome.
This is awesome.
I'm very interested to see where Marvel goes.
This is the same guy who's also talking that watched the original Fantastic Four in theaters with Chris Evans being the Human Torch.
Yep.
I have the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man syndrome of like, oh, they're making a new Fantastic Four and here's, a new set of characters. Like,
yeah, but now it's going to tie into Avengers.
Yeah, no, and I completely understand that. But I remember when I saw a new Spider-Man, the new Tom Holland, I was like, they made a third one now. Like,
does it help that Tom Holland's awesome?
No, I think he's a great actor, and I think he's a great actor for Spider-Man. But again, this is the same guy who grew up, get all the action figures for like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, all the movies. Like I literally saw all 3 in theaters. But then when they introduced Andrew Garfield, I was kind of like, really?
Yeah, I'm very excited for Fantastic Four. That Silver Surfer scene looks great.
Galactus.
Coactus. And the guy that plays the Human Torch in the new one looks very familiar. I can't wrap my finger around it. Is that a saying?
I'd have to, yeah. Can't wrap my head around it. Like,
yeah, I just figured it out. The Human Torch in the new movie is Eddie from Stranger Things.
I was gonna say something. I was like, I wonder if it is from Stranger Things.
Yeah, John Malkovich is in this film. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I will probably watch it when it comes on Disney Plus.
And I've never watched the second of Squid Games, so yeah, behind.
Yeah, kind of need that in order for you to watch the 3rd season.
Maybe.
And that's all I have.
All right.
You forgot.
That is by yourself.
You forgot to bring something up today at the time of this recording.
Did I?
You did.
I don't know if I did.
Today is July 1st.
It's the first of the month.
And it's the day we celebrate.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did. Damn. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day to all those who celebrate.
2035. We'll keep saying that until 2035.
Do you think he's freaking out? He only has like 10 years left?
No.
Definitely not.
For somebody who gets paid, what, 1.19 million a year?
Yeah, it's something crazy.
Sometimes people won't see that in their lifetime.
Yeah, good for him.
Just put it in a Capital One account and then just...
Yeah. Did you see what the Milwaukee Bucks did today? And a kind of similar thing? It doesn't look like you do. So they stretched waiver Damian Lillard.
Oh, yeah. I saw the news, but I didn't read into it.
Yeah. So what that means is instead of paying he's off the team. That's what it means. Instead of paying his like 100 plus almost salary
Million.
all at once. They're basically paying him like $22 million for the next 5 years to like spread out the cap hit.
Right.
But that's got to be all like 5 years from now. You're still going to be getting $20 million from a team you don't even play for. That rocks. That's the American dream right there.
Make it up so far that you basically get bought out from a team, and then just every year you get a paycheck.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Not awesome because he has a torn Achilles.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. And find all of our good stuff at beacons.ai/funnybusinesspod. Mr. Matthew, what is your advice for the good people, the coworkers of the funny business world?
Before I get to my advice, I want to. So I've been having a sign next to me, except I keep forgetting that good people can't see the sign. So I've been updating. People remember I had a sign back when I was at my parents' house. So we have Person of the Week, and Person of the Week this week is Benson Boone.
Yes.
For his Moonbeam ice cream cookie at Crumble. My advice is it's 4th of July weekend. Make sure your pets are okay this weekend with all the fireworks that will be going off. One, don't set off fireworks at times that are inappropriate. Yeah. Don't set off like crazy fireworks in your development. That's another one. My aunt's house, they just set them off all over, and then they wake up the next morning and there's just like ash and like soot like in their backyard, in their pool. It's crazy.
Oh gosh.
But don't leave your dogs alone that long, or especially late at night. Make sure they are okay.
That's always the worst part with pets. And don't do anything stupid.
That too. Back up tear when you need to back up. Don't lose a finger.
We'll probably see that somewhere.
Oh, it's gonna be all over. It's the best 4th of July video ever.
Best 4th of July video. Probably wasn't even recorded on the 4th of July.
Probably
if I'm
not.
Completely honest.
You know what? Doesn't even matter.
Nope. Doesn't matter. Back up, tear. Put it in reverse, tear.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Jesus.
That concludes today's episode. And until the next time, we'll see you all in the next one.
Stay safe, everyone.